Hello everyone, it's definitely another reaction video. I cannot stress this enough. Every time you see me, I have a new reaction video. So let's get started on today's reaction. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button and join the family. If you are returning, let's just spill this tea.
Alright, y'all, this part one. How I found out my daddy was still alive. So my whole life I thought that nigga was dead. Like, no cap, like, I promise you, like, all I known was that nigga was died when I was young and he had a brain aneurysm. That's all I knew. Anybody asked me like what my daddy had, like this, that, and the third, that's my story. He died from a brain aneurysm, cause that's all I was told, you know what I'm saying? So boom, let me break down the story. So one day, like, me and my girl, we was just chilling in the bed, fucking around on Google and shit. We searching each other names up, doing a little goofy shit. So she searched my name up and all my information started popping up. I'm like, damn, this shit federal as hell. So we get to searching her shit up, then we get to searching my people's shit up, her people's and shit like that. So boom, she like, damn, let's search up your daddy. Cause mind you, we didn't already had a conversation about this before. And I've been told her I ain't know nothing about him. So look though, so we get to searching up like his name and stuff like that, and so it's bringing up relatives and stuff. So imagine, I don't know none of his relatives. All I know is I got a brother and I got a sister on that side. So I go to my mama, cause that's my mama baby daddy and shit. So I go to my mama, I'm like tell me some people names, like his brothers, his cousins, this, that, and the third, so I can try to see if there's him. So she get to telling me names and stuff like that. So it's matching with this person that's on this app. I'm like, okay. So I see that his brother passed away. It say deceased on the app. Mind you, on his name though, it say he's still alive. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, that don't even make sense. Like, that don't even make sense. That nigga dead. Like, he's dead. What the fuck you talking about? He alive. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, only person I can ask is my mama. So I go to my mama. Look, so I go to my mama, right? I'm like, Ma, is my daddy really dead? Cause I'm like, I know how parents is. I know, like, shit, they might have had some type of beef or something. She should like fuck them. She ain't want nothing to do with him and shit. And I couldn't do shit about it. So I'm like, Ma, is he dead? So she like, yeah, he dead as far as she knows. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, you went to the funeral? She's like, no, I ain't go to no funeral. So I'm like, okay. So I get to thinking. So I ain't even get to over interrogate my mom and shit like that. So we go back, me and my girl go back and do some more digging on him and shit like that. Just try to make this shit make sense. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we decided to go on Facebook, right, and look up some of my relatives that we found on his little thing on the app. So we end up coming across his brother's son. So imagine you, all these people look exactly like me. Like, no exaggeration. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. Like, that nigga can't deny me. Like, he can't deny me. Like, he looked just like me. So, and then his relatives look just like me. I look just like all they are. So, like, yeah, we found his brother's son. And so we get to scrolling on his page. We get to scrolling because we trying to find, like, my sister and my brother. So we scrolling, we don't see nothing. We come across this man, which is my cousin. So y'all, we end up finding, cause this not me. Like, imagine, my girlfriend's a detective. She did all this shit. Like, I wasn't even invested in none of this shit. So we still searching. We end up finding my father's brother's other son. And when I tell you, this man had all the throwback pictures, like, we going through the pictures, we scrolling, like, he had so many pictures. So we bound to find some on one of my siblings, my daddy, something, like, you get what I'm saying? And what do you know, y'all? We scrolling. We found a picture of my daddy when he was younger, and in the picture with him, it was a little girl. And I'm like, who is this? Like, who is this? Like, who is this little girl? Like, cause I know I got a sister, but I'm like, who is this? I don't want to just assume, you get what I'm saying? So
Y'all, that's me wholeheartedly. When I want to find something out, baby, I be invested in the whole thing. Like, I should be some type of investigator or something, private investigator or something. Because when I tell you, Ancestry, 23andMe, the other website that do DNA, 23andMe or whatever, when I tell you, they open up a can of worms, and it's like Facebook is their damn drama partner, cause you go and look these people up that you find on 23andMe and Ancestry. You go and look these people up, and boom, Facebook tell the rest of it. Like, both of them together is petty mess, like petty.
So y'all, we get to scrolling some more through the pictures and stuff like that. Like, man, we keep seeing a picture of my daddy and his little girl. So now we on our real detective stuff. We going through the comments trying to see what motherfuckers saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they gonna slip up and say the wrong thing. So we found this one picture. Man, it's an old man though, and it's a girl. And like, it's like this is like later on down the line. Like, so I'm like, I'm like, this not my daddy. Like, cause like in my head, I'm like, this could be my daddy, but like, I ain't even trying to make it my daddy, cause like that nigga is supposed to be dead, bro. So y'all, so man, like, remember this, my daddy name, I don't even want to say his name, I don't care though. Then his name Larry. So we going through the pictures, we go through the comments of the picture. So some lady down in the comments say, I know Larry. So okay, Larry, you know Larry, okay. So then it was another my cousin commenting. He say Unc and first cousin. So boom, right there, boom. He didn't spill the beans. That's my daddy and that's my sister. So y'all, bro, this way it get crazy at. Like, this way it get real crazy. So we going through some old pictures and shit. We end up finding the lady page, which later on down the line I found out is my sister. But I found her page. We found her page. We get to going through her picture. So we found a picture of her and an old man. So we like, that gotta be my daddy and this gotta be my sister. Like, it only makes sense type shit. But so we get to scrolling. So we end up confirming that that's my daddy and that's my sister. So mind you, I'm scrolling because I'm trying to see like the dates on the pictures. These pictures is from 2023, 2024, mind you. So I'm like, and this man old as hell. Like, it's not like the pictures I seen before when he was young, and these pictures old as fuck. This man, he old now, and these pictures is from 2023, 2024. So I'm like, this man's still alive. We found out. So boom, like, we end up keep looking through her. Like, so yeah, we get to going through her pictures and stuff like that. So we start. I see somebody that looks so familiar. Like it's like I know this nigga. Like I know him. And like on her page, he keep popping up. Like she keep posting them. So I'm like, damn. So I look again. I'm like, damn, that's a nigga I went to school with type shit. So imagine we graduated high school together. Went to elementary school together. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, is this her son? This ain't that her son. This ain't that her son. So I'm looking, and I end up going to his page. And I go on his page. I go to his photos and shit. And what do you know? He posted her and said, "Happy birthday, mom." And I'm like, damn, that's his mama. So the whole time I've been going to school with my nephew this whole time. I'm his uncle. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, gang. We went to elementary school, graduated high school, knew each other, talked to each other, but we never knew we was related. And mind you, like, when we was in school, people used to joke like, yeah, y'all look alike this, that, and the third. But imagine, like, I'm just thinking like, y'all just being funny because we light skinned, this, that, and the third. So damn, we need to come back on. So like, my fault, y'all. Them glasses threw me off. But so for the people that know me personally and maybe went to school with me or something like that, like y'all gonna know, and y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? But like, my whole nephew, his name Prince. Imagine, people that know me know who I'm talking about. People that went to school with him know who I'm talking about. Me and folks is related. Like, And it just fucked my head up because like we went to school with each other, graduated, and never knew we was kin. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that just threw me off right there, because it was like I found out my daddy was alive, found my sister, just to find my sister son is my nephew, just to find out, gang, that I went to school with him since I moved out here and graduated high school with him. Like what? For that don't even make sense. Like, you get what I'm saying?
That is crazy work. That is crazy work. I wonder what the mother's story was with the dad. Like, why did they tell her that he was deceased? Who told her he was deceased? And not only that, like, did he know about him? Like, did he know that he had a son? Because he's sure proud of his daughter. So did he even know he had a son? To go to school with your nephew that's around the same age as you is crazy. Jesus.
Alright, y'all, so this the disclaimer, because we seen a lot of comments saying like this and that, and we just trying to get y'all a little clarity, that's all. But my girlfriend gonna explain it to y'all, because she know that shit damn near better than me, I ain't gonna lie.
That's because I had to do some investigation. Okay, so y'all, first things first, y'all was asking good questions. So y'all, I want to touch on this. Y'all said, is your mom and sister close in age? No, I want to make this very clear. No shade, but my man was an oops baby. His mom and his dad had him when his dad's like 3 years older than his mom. So his mom was like probably like 48, 49, and his dad was like in his 50s. So, well, early 50s. So they definitely had him when they were older, and they older now. So keep that in mind, okay? And also, what y'all say? Oh, okay, so this the one everybody talking about. Who told your mom he was dead? Okay, so this is how everything went down. This is what she told us. So she said that when the first time that Larry, Jameer dad, had seen him was when he was 2 weeks old, and he came over, see him, all that. I just want to make a note of this. His dad is an alcoholic, and he didn't want to work, he didn't want to do nothing. So his mom wasn't going for none of that. Like, you're not gonna be around my baby on that drug stuff, none of that. So she wasn't going for that, so she kicked him out. Now, I also want to make this clear. His dad was back and forth from St. Louis to Chicago. We live in Chicago. We from Chicago. Like, everybody from Chicago. But he was back and forth from St. Louis to Chicago. So he ended up leaving and going back to St. Louis. So then, his mom ain't heard from him for a while. So she called and she like, okay, like, what's going on? Like, can't get in touch with him. Like, y'all, they got whole son out here. And you know. So, he ended up, well, she ended up calling someone. I don't know if this is a family member, a friend, whoever. Clearly it's somebody he told to say this. But she called them. She like, yeah, like, I'm trying to get in touch with Larry, da-da-da. And the person sits up here and say, Larry is dead and he died from brain aneurysm. That's what Jameer got all that from. And, you know, yeah, that's what she got that from too. So, after that, she like, what the heck? Like, she didn't get no more information after that. And truth be told, we ended up having a conversation. Well, she ended up having a conversation with him. She knew it wasn't true. Like, come on now, like, you not dead. But it made no sense to be sitting up here telling him, like, yeah, your dad then sat up here, faked his death, and sitting up here telling me that he dead and all this, like, trying to disappear. Like, he's trying to take deadbeat to a whole different level, and it ain't that serious. So she ended up not telling him. And you know, as a child, as a young man, you don't want him thinking like, dang, like, why my daddy don't want to, like, why he going this spot to,
He don't want nothing to do with me.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that was that. And also, I want to touch on something else. Oh yeah, y'all say in the comments talking about his mom set up here and moved. She moved out here. I want to make this known. Jameer has a stepdad who was very active in his life. He had a good father figure, like, all that. He was straight, like, he did not need his daddy, like, no shade. But yeah, y'all in the comments talking about some she moved out here so he can be around his sister and his nephew. No, it's a coincidence to everybody. Like, this shocked everybody that he went to school with his nephew and they were actual friends.
Wow,
like,
that's why the story's so crazy.
Yes, like,
this is a big ass
nobody knew none of this. And yeah, like, literally it's just a coincidence. So everything goes tie together. We're gonna be dropping pictures. Well, he gonna do part 3. He gonna do the rest of the story, but he gonna be dropping pictures and all that. Part 3, all that's gonna tie together, and everything gonna make sense. But
Yeah,
yes,
we just give y'all a little
crazy.
context behind the backstory for real. But y'all stay tuned for part 3. That shit on the way.
Okay, so basically what she's saying is the father told somebody else in the family to lie when she called. The mama called and they told her exactly what the father said. Oh, he died from a brain aneurysm. What? That is taking deadbeat to a whole nother level. Literally a whole nother level, like the girlfriend said. Like, what? And then it is a coincidence that they wind up moving out in the same place and area where he going to school with his nephew in the same town his sister in and everything. Maybe that was God work. Like, sir, you trying to run away? Like, I'm going to put them all in your area so you can see them every single day, or so you can see them, or somebody can see them, so this can all add up later. Maybe that's God. I'm just saying.
Alright, y'all. So this part 3 of how my father faked his death. So this just continue on for part 2. So I end up texting my sister. It was late at night. It was around 10, 11. I end up sending her a text like, hey, I'm such and such and I may be your brother. I had a feeling I wasn't gonna get no text back that night because it was late. She probably sleep. It's then the 3rd. You know what she gotta do. But yeah, so we had ended up going to sleep or whatnot, and we woke up the next morning. I still ain't getting no text back, but it was still early. So I ended up calling one of my homies that I went to school with, that we both went to school with my nephew. And I was telling him about the story, and he wasn't believing me at first, but then like it was all making sense. So he had telling me that like he was texting him at the moment. I'm like, damn. So then he had end up asking him like, what's your grandfather's name? So he say Larry. So then he asked him like, yeah, what's your uncle name? And he say, my uncle named Buddha. So y'all, if y'all remember, I told y'all how that I have a brother as well, and my brother has the same name as my father. So all the times I would look up my brother, I thought he had my father's last name, but he didn't. He had his mom's last name. So I end up going back to my sister's page just to see if I can find more information on him. And I get to scrolling through her photos and I see an obituary of him. So my brother passed away in 2023. And that hurt me bad because I could have met my brother. Like, we lived literally 2 minutes away. Literally 2 minutes away. Around the corner from me. And it just sucked that I wasn't able to meet him or meet his wife yet, or meet his kids or anything like that. Hold on. So y'all, after that, I had end up getting on the phone with my nephew, and then we was talking and stuff like that, and we was just joking and shit for real, because we really ain't know for real yet. Like, we knew, but we didn't know. We wasn't for certain. So yeah, that was that. It ain't really wasn't too much to that. So we got the phone. So my sister ended up texting me back. So we was talking and stuff like that, and like I sent her a picture of me. I sent her a picture of my mom. I showed her, like, she was asking me more questions about like what I knew and stuff like that, and I was hitting her with some key information that only like family would know. Like, I was giving nicknames, I was giving other relatives names, and stuff like that, just so she'd know like I ain't just bullshit and just saying something just because. Y'all, she indeed confirmed that all my information was correct and that my father was still alive. So then she ends up getting on the phone with our other relatives, like our aunties and stuff like that, and they confirmed that they knew of me and they knew of my mother. So this nigga was just trying to have me, y'all. So mind y'all, she told me she was gonna go see my daddy and confront him the next day. She switched all that. She said she's going to see him right now. So I'm like, damn. So once some couple hours went past and stuff like that, so she ended up telling me to call her. I call her and she tells me that my father said that my mama is lying and I'm not his son. And so my sister decides to buy a DNA test so that we can confirm this. But at the end of the day, bro, everybody knew kind of in the back of their head, like, I'm related to them, cause shit, like, once I put these, cause I'm finna show y'all the pictures, y'all, like, once I put these pictures up, y'all gonna see, like, it was so stupid for me to take a DNA test, cause I look just like this man, I look like his brother's son, I look like my sister, and all that. Oh yeah, y'all, this man ain't even want to do the test. My sister had to bribe this man with some hard mic lemonade, liquor, whatever the fuck that is, just to do the motherfucking test. But enough of that. I'm finna post the pictures right here. I'm finna post a picture of my cousin, and I'm finna post a picture of me and my daddy, and y'all finna see the resemblance. But stay tuned for the next part.
Ooh, that daddy was deadbeat, messy, sir. Like, he already grown now. Tell the truth. What?
Y'all, this part 3 of how I found out my daddy faked his death. And what do you know, y'all? We took that DNA test, and drumroll please, that nigga is the father, like we all knew though. But yeah, we got the DNA test back. My sister sent it over to me. That should say 99.99999%. He's the father. So yeah, so that was a no-brainer though. So fast forward. Now we're gonna go a little back. Matter of fact, cause I gotta tell y'all how it got up to that point where I met him and took the test. Cause I had to go meet him to take the test. So just hear me out. Boom. So the day before I was going to take the test, going to meet him for the first time, I'm gonna just give y'all a little insight on how I felt about the whole situation beforehand. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm not finna sit here and sugarcoat. Like, I was just cool and calm and collected. Like, I was in my head, like, going through it a little bit. Cause, like, y'all, like, it's crazy. Like, you think your daddy dead your whole life, and then out of nowhere you found out he alive and you finna meet him. Like, my head was everywhere, you get what I'm saying? Especially that night before. Like, I remember, like, that night before, I was laying down. I was just, I don't know, I damn had like a little mini panic attack. Cause it was just like, damn, like, what am I gonna say to him? What is he gonna say to me? I'm our type of person I am. I'm already to myself. I'm a little shy a little bit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this all new to me. I'm really just want to put my story out here. But so it's just like, how this shit really finna go? Cause who finna, damn. Yeah, but like, who finna, like, how this finna go? Like, how is he? Cause I don't even know this man. I don't know this man from a can of paint. He don't know me. I don't know what type of person he is. I don't know his personality. I don't know what he like. I don't know what he don't like. I don't know nothing about him. So all is just finna be fresh and new. So we end up, the day come, my sister texts me, like, she give me a time, and she gave me the address of where he at and where we gonna go and where we gonna meet. So the time come, I get ready and stuff. I head on over there. She meet me over there. I get there. I finally meet my sister, and also I meet my niece, which is fucking funny to say, cause she older than me, gang. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it don't even feel right. It don't even sound right for me to even call her my niece, cause how the fuck is my niece older than me? It's possible, but that shit don't sound right. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I meet them and whatnot, and you know, they embrace me with open arms, showing me all type of love and shit like that, hugs and stuff. So, mind you, like, I remember her telling me, like, they had to bribe him with some hard mic liquors. I ain't think they was for real though. So when I seen her pull the hard mics and put them in the bag, I ain't gonna lie, that just had me, I ain't gonna lie, I started laughing in my head, because it was like, damn, like, this man really needs some liquor just to take the test. Like, just afterwards, just to take the test. Like, that shit don't make no sense, and that shit not a good look. So yeah, we wrap up the meeting and stuff, and we walk in and whatnot. We walk in, we go to his room. I ain't even finna, like, make this overdrawn and long and shit like that, because it really wasn't much to it. Because, like I said, I'm a tell myself ass nigga. Like, I ain't finna go up in here, why did you do, you know? But we go in. the first thing when I walk in, the first thing this man say is, Prince? Is that Prince? Something about my nephew. And I'm just like, nigga, you know I ain't Prince. Like, get the fuck out of here with that line. You know I ain't Prince. So that was that. So then we all migrated, like he got up from his bed, we all migrated to the living room and stuff like that. And we reading the test and trying to figure out how to, you know, do this shit. So yeah, as we reading the test and, you know, trying to figure out how to do it and stuff. Now imagine, it was a blur, cause like I wasn't even like really like into the shit for real, cause like he was trying to play it as if like this shit was normal, or like this wasn't nothing for real though. So, but I remember one question I did ask him. I asked him, I said, damn, why you ain't, you knew about me, you knew I was out here, why you ain't never thought in your back of your head like, damn, what my son that never tried to find me, never tried to reach out, none of that. You just said, fuck it. And I do remember I don't remember his response, but his response, he didn't really give me a response for real. You get what I'm saying? And mind you, he is an old man, so like, me personally, I don't really think he in his right mind. So like, some of the shit that he was saying, it was just like, damn. But more so like, I wasn't really talking for real. Like after that, like I really was in my shell. But like my sister and, you know, my niece, they was really talking to him, because like, you know, they already got a relationship with him. Like they already know how he is. So I just listen to them talk to him. So like, man, you like, they saying certain stuff, they asking him questions, like they ask him like, you think you got any other kids other than like us and stuff like that? I probably got a whole bunch of other kids that don't know about this, then the third. Then he talking about he was a hoe back in the day. Then it got to, he called my mama a liar. He said my mama a liar. He said my mama a big liar. Now mind you, like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even give him the benefit of me even getting on his ass, cause like, at the end of the day, bro, you don't like, look at you and then look at my mama. Like, y'all age totally different. So I ain't even finna go there with you. But yeah, he said that and I'm just laughing at him, because it's really funny to me. Like, I'm laughing at him because it's funny. So he say that and stuff like that. But man, I don't think he in his right state of mind, y'all. So I let him have it. And so we continue on. We take the test. Nah, we taking the test and stuff like that. So man, while we taking the test, it's like he trying to kick it, but he not trying to kick it. Like, he trying to kick it with me. Damn, who playing in the Super? Cause like the stuff that he was saying, it was given like he ain't really know he was talking about for real. So it was like, it was basically like meeting a man that's in early stage of dementia for real though. So I wasn't really like upset about nothing for real. You get what I'm saying? On top of that, I grew up not having him in my life, and I turned out perfectly fine. I got a whole son. I'm a real active parent. So it's like, that's why y'all, I can't really get these videos out here to y'all like that, because I really be trying to juggle being like my son, then work, my girl, then trying to be on here. So, but I'm definitely gonna try to be consistent. But yeah, so yeah. But yeah, so like, took the test, did the test and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, after the test I was ready to dip, because like it was no more point of me like sitting in there with him. You get what I'm saying? And I was glad that my sister and it was on the same type of time, because after they took the test, we was ready to go. So I'm like, cool. So we took the test. Like, I had he asked me, he say, you think you my son? And I say, I don't think my mama lying. Like, I don't see what my mama got to lie for, especially knowing like you ain't got none. So it's like, you ain't got nothing to offer. So it ain't like I'm finna get something in return for trying to be your son. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, he said I tell him that, and it's like, then it got to when we was finna leave or whatnot, I still like, cause I'm not no bitter person. Like, I'm not finna hold this against the man. I still wrote my number down on the board. So if he wanted to call me and contact me, he could. Like, he could. And yeah, and so that was really it with the meeting my father. Like, it really wasn't too much to it. Like, I wasn't finna go up in here and be real cause I'm not a confrontational person. So you feel me? I played it cool. I left it as that. I left. y'all, tell me why when I get home. Hello, y'all. Nah, y'all. So like, yeah, like I said, like I left my number. When I got home, not even 20 minutes until when I'm home, like I get a call. I knew it was him. So I'm like thinking like, okay, like he called me. Maybe he want to just talk to me. You get what I'm saying? No, that wasn't that, y'all. He called me to say, is Wanda there? He talking about my mama, y'all. Talking about is Wanda there? I say, what you want to talk to my mama for, gang? Like, you ain't even want to build a relationship with your son, but you trying to talk to my mama. And to find out, y'all, I ended up giving him the phone, give my mama the phone to find out this man is sitting up here asking my mama for some liquor, to bring him some liquor, y'all. Like, make it make sense. You still on the same shit from back in the day, and you still think my mama finna sit up here and give you the satisfaction of even giving you the conversation of it, like giving you a conversation. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that was that, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, like y'all was asking me how I felt and stuff. Like, I'm gonna have to tell y'all next video.
Ooh, that boiled my skin. Like, why would you want to get on the phone with the mama instead of trying to figure out, like, you really think he mine? Even though I believe he know that shit, he was just fucking running. But why would you get on the phone with the mama after all them years, asking her for a drink like she some fucking young ass girl, like she was when she, well, she probably wasn't even young when y'all met, but like she was before. Like, sir, call your daughter, call somebody else. Why you calling my number? And you're a deadbeat to speak to my mother that don't fuck with you like that no more. Like, don't fuck with you at all. How about that? Ooh, like, sir, this is not a game. Like, he probably got dementia, but he probably pretending because, sir, at this point, I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing you say. You knew that boy was your son and you ran. You ran because you couldn't be the proper alcoholic in his mother's house. And now you talk about she lying when you the liar clearly. Why would he come in the door in the room and you call him your grandson if you don't feel like he yours? I'm confused.
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, last video was part 4. I was tweaking, my fault. But this is just a little update on everything. I'm gonna give y'all a little update on how I'm doing and how I feel about everything. How me and my sister relationship is, but and how me and my father we ain't really got no relationship, but he has been calling me. I haven't been answering his calls, I'm not gonna lie, but I do plan on going to see him. Probably like I'm going to see him. I don't know when, but I'm probably gonna go see him and whatnot. But yeah, y'all, like I'm good though. Like I seen in the comments like y'all was saying like how I'm doing and stuff like that, but I'm good. Like I'm glad my mama told me, or I'm glad I found out at this age and my mama ain't, you know, like, oh, I ain't found out like early on, because like it probably would have fucked me up as a little kid, like as a teenager. You get what I'm saying? Thinking my daddy ain't wanting to do with me. Me being the age I am now, it don't bother me. Like I said, I didn't grow up with a father. Shout out Rob. I didn't grow up with a father figure that had a positive impact on my life, that showed me the right way. You get what I'm saying? So don't feel bad. Like, it's just, I'm glad I know now. It just give me some type of peace. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. And then to pivot off that, my sister, like, she cool as hell. Like I'm glad I was able to meet her. Like I'm glad I found her. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, she a cool ass lady. Like we ain't really like got a chance to kick it for real yet. But like, you know, when I went over there and I seen her the other day, and like, you know, like she really like down for her family. Like she still take care of her father to this day, and he ain't took care of none of us. So I give her props. You get what I'm saying? And then on top of that, she welcomed me in with open arms to her family. She made a whole post about me to with her family, like, and all her family like just welcomed me in. So like I really do appreciate all of them. Like, and I always wanted to meet these people. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm still sick that I couldn't meet my brother. I'm definitely still sick about that. But I know that God, I know everything happens for a reason. I know God put people in my life at a certain time, and I know that I will be okay. And I know that I will get the stories. I'm gonna get the stories and everything, know the facts about my brother from all my relatives. Because I'm ready to meet all my relatives, and they ready to meet me. So yeah, so like I'm good, y'all. Like I appreciate y'all tuning in for my story for sure. Like I don't even do this, but like y'all definitely chose supporting them comments, and y'all funny as hell too on top of that. But yeah, y'all, I'm good. I ain't gonna lie, like once me and my sister do some more stuff, I'ma definitely drop some more content. And I ain't gonna say nothing right now, but like y'all may see us on somebody's TV show. Like I ain't gonna lie, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, y'all, that's really it, y'all. Like yeah.
Hey Larry, Rob took on your responsibility and succeeded. This young man really appreciates his stepdad, Rob, for taking care of him. Something, Larry, you failed to do. Larry, I just don't know. Like, you are the true definition of a deadbeat. Like, it's so many definitions, but literally, you said that you were dead and told a family member to tell your child's mother that you was deceased. If you didn't think that child was yours, why did you say that? Why did you do that? Why did you run? And not only that, your daughter had to bribe you, bring you Mike Hard, sir. Mike Hard? Are you a true alcoholic? Because I thought it would be something stronger than that. But anywho, she brought you Mike Hard just to take a DNA test for a child you already knew was yours. I'm sorry. If he was well enough to remember that phone number and you wrote it down on a board, then he was well enough to remember that he slept with your mother and that he ran because he knew the whole time your mother was telling the truth. He was planning on being a deadbeat even in his grave, like literally for real, when he died. Why wouldn't you want to reach out to your son, get a proper DNA test to make sure you the father? You lost another son. You already lost a son. Why not just be there for the one that's still on this earth? Like, and I understand like what he's saying. Like, if he would have been younger and found out this, he would have been heartbroken, traumatized, like trying to figure out, is it him, the reason why the father wasn't there, all types of stuff. So it was better that he found out now because he sounded more ready for it, more mature, and that's probably what God was planning for him to find out when he get mature enough to be able to understand the situation and then move forward. So let's pray for this young man, mental state and everything, and also thank his stepdad for doing what a man's supposed to do, thanking his mother for being the mother, what she's supposed to do, and not chasing after a man that literally didn't want to get himself right and chose to rather not be there for his son, all because of alcohol. Even if that's the case, he probably was a natural born deadbeat any fucking way. His daddy probably did him the same way, and now he's just dishing out to his child. But anywho, you guys, drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to this channel. If you reached the end, you know you like this type of content. Stop playing. Subscribe and join the family. And if you are returning, you already know how we like to do it. Like, comment, and share this video. I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.